Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy MB bringing you another brand new video. I apologize for not uploading yesterday. The schedule for this week might be a little bit weird, but I just want to get right into the video. It might be a little shorter. Recently I've been uploading some gameplay. Wanted to switch it up a little bit and show you guys my armory, what I have, what I would like to get, and my opinions on some of the guns. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I seem to get all of the ARXs. Like, if I go by A to Z really quick, I have one, two, three ARXs, both elites. I've had other ones that I've sold, multiple ones that I've sold, and I just seem to get those a lot. I get the Amelia a lot. I get the AMR9 a lot. But the first guns I'll be talking about is the ARX. I prefer the Steel Bite. They both look really cool. I prefer the Steel Bite. The damage goes way, way up. +3 damage, but it does do -2 accuracy and -1 firing rate. Now, this gun is still a laser beam. The accuracy is still pretty good, but the firing rate is what really brings this down. More time wasted in between burst, but I think it's a decent trade-off with the damage. Next, we have the Atlas 45 Oathbreaker, -1 accuracy and range for +2 handling. Has some weird sight on it. I don't really like this gun too much, to be honest. Um, I mean, it's okay, but I don't think I'd ever use it. Next, we have some elite helmets, loadouts, goggles, another loadout. And these, I mean, basically just for looks. Whatever you think looks cool at any time, you can put on your character. If you have all elite stuff, I have almost all elite stuff, like one of each type. It looks pretty cool. You could show off all your different loot you obtained, but it doesn't really do anything for gameplay. Next is the EPM3 Parsec. I actually have two. The range goes up by 3, but you cannot add attachments. I don't really use this gun. I don't think very many people use this gun, but I guess it's okay. And next we have the HBRA3 Bare Fist, -1 accuracy and range for +2 handling. I like the red dot sight. The iron sights on the HBR aren't that bad, but the red dot's pretty cool. This gun, I mean, it's not as good it's not as good in my opinion as the Insanity, but you know, it's an elite HBR. I can't get too mad. We have the heavy shield, doesn't do anything, just looks cool. It actually does look pretty cool, but no stats. I mean, it doesn't really matter. KST Spanner, +3 range for -2 firing rate and handling. Basically, what this does is it turns your submachine gun KF5 into a slower shooting, better at range assault rifle KF5. It's pretty good if you're going to stick, you know, outside of the maps, pretty open maps. But maps like Detroit, really small maps, Green Band, it's not going to be your best bet. Next, some more loadouts. Another gun with nothing changed, just looks. Helmet. Next, we have the Mayhem Fuse, which at the moment is locked. Doesn't really do anything though. Just looks cool. Next up, we have the Doctor, and this has to be probably my favorite elite gun that I've obtained. Most people know about the Doctor. It's one of the probably 3 most sought after Moors. This is particularly good for quick scoping, along with the quick bolt, and I believe it's called the Silver Bullet. Is particularly used for trick shotting because it doesn't really give any hit markers. Rechambers time on that's slow. But anyways, for this gun, -1 damage. I mean, you'll get a little more hit markers, -1 accuracy, a little more kick, but you'll fire. You know, you could get really nice feeds with this gun. Handling, reload, everything. It's gonna be faster. Basically, this gun's gonna reload, aim down sight, fire rate faster. Just for a couple of tryouts, I think it's worth it. I definitely prefer this over the regular Moors. However, you cannot use it in one shot. Pretty unfortunate, but it's whatever. Next, we have the MP11 Goliath, which is another submachine gun. I really like this gun. +3 damage, -3 handling. I definitely prefer damage over handling. It's a good gun. It looks pretty cool. I like the stock on it. I like it. Definitely recommend it. If you have one, haven't really tried it out yet, go for it. Next is the NA45 Ravager. Now, this is a pretty interesting gun. I really haven't used this gun too much. And the +3 damage is pretty intriguing. I might have to try this out, get back to you guys in a later video if it's any good. Next up, I have a couple Nigerian armored stuff. It's kind of cool, I guess. PDW Chucker. Basically, it's going to shoot a lot faster, +3 firing rate. Everything else is going to go down. Again, good for those close quarter situations. The Crusher. The PDW elite guns, in my opinion, they both take away damage. I don't really like them too much. Just for that additional firing rate on this gun. Loyalty cap. Rail Driver, which is another really good elite gun, +3 damage. It's an elite, variant of the RW1. I like it a lot. The damage is unbelievable. You don't get very many hit markers. The accuracy does go down, but considering it's just one shot, you have to reload. It's not too big of a deal. I like running this with my doctor. It makes a pretty good combination. And I have the SAC-3 Blood and Glory. I mean, this is one of those guns that I don't really use. Accuracy goes from 3 to 2. I imagine there's tons of recoil. It's again one of those close range, high fire rate, high mobility guns. And last week, the TAC-19 Bang Stick. -1 accuracy, +1 firing rate, -2 range, +1 handling, +1 ability. Lots of stat changes except for damage, which is really the one thing you're looking for in a shotgun. The -2 range hurts. -1 accuracy, I mean, you don't really like to have that. You could shoot faster in between, so basically what's going to happen is, in a way, it'll be more effective at long range. You could put 2 shots in them relatively fast, but you're going to get to the hit marker, so it's kind of a trade-off. I haven't really tried this gun out as much as I would like either. Haven't really been a big shotgun guy after loving the Bulldog, especially on Sovereign Domination on Ghosts when that game was playable, which was for like a couple days. But you know, different video. AK-12 Bleeder. It's basically taking a long range assault rifle and making it more long range. You know, you see the +2 damage, you get pretty excited, but you also get the -2 fire rate. I don't like this. This is basically taking, as I said before, a really long range assault rifle that can't do anything in close range and making it even a longer range assault rifle. Makes it way worse up close due to the fire rate. The damage helps, but I definitely prefer the RIP, which I don't have, unfortunately. But yeah, the rest of these guns basically going to skim through. The Amili Subverter I have 2 of. I've sold already 2 of them as well. +2 damage, -2. I believe that's a magazine size. That's a good gun. If you like the Amili, which I sometimes use on GBs, UMGs, but unfortunately you cannot use gun variants on that. I like it on Detroit Search with some smoke grenades and cold-blooded. But not really going to do anything for me. I'm not going to waste a permanent unlock. You get it at 46. Permanent unlocks, really the only important thing you need from that is fast hands. Once you get that, I mean, I don't really need permanent unlocks at that point. AMR9 I don't use. ARX Red Eye Coyote. +1 accuracy, +1 range, -1 fire rate. No attachments. Basically, I use this gun when I'm trying to go for that diamond camo, the no attachments. I guess this is pretty good for that. Other than that, probably won't use it much. As I showed you before, I have the steel bite, and I've had 2. I prefer this one, but I have better options than that. Next is the ASM1 Competence. This one's interesting. I haven't really tried, again, a lot of these guns I haven't gotten around to using. I don't really prefer using modifications or different types of guns because I want to get used to competitive. +1 damage, -1 accuracy, -1 range, +1 handling. Basically making it a more close range gun. I might try that out maybe in a future video. I don't have the speakeasy. I'm going to show you guys a brief wish list after I get through with all these. I'm just going to skim through the rest. At this point, no one really cares about, you know, professional stuff. Atlas 20mm +2 fire rate, -2 handling. I don't use the Atlas. Next here is a bow. I mean, the accuracy goes up, the fire rate goes down 1, but it has an ACOG scope. I don't really like the ACOG. Next, we got the Bulldog Berserker, +1 damage, +1 handling. This is the way to go for shotguns, in my opinion, with pubs. It does need to run extended mag, so the magazine size this. It doesn't hold too many shells. KF5 Genuine. This is another one of those guns where you want to use it for the no attachment challenges. The plus damage and accuracy is good. The -1 range, it's a fair trade. But there's no attachments. It's definitely better than the regular KF5, but the no attachments hold this back. Some outfit stuff, some more outfit stuff. We're getting towards the end of the guns here. MK14, you get this ugly sight for -1 range. Why would you do that? I don't know. MP11, I have the Goliath. I don't care about either of these really. They're not really anywhere as good as the Goliath. The RW1 Xeno, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. +2 damage and -1 range, -1 handling. The range going down hurts. It's not as good as the Rail Driver, similar to the MP11 situation, but still a pretty good gun. Over here, we just got this heavy weapon, EM1 LEL, +1 damage, -1 accuracy. I basically just keep this around for when I'm playing pubs and I get a heavy weapon challenge. The rest of the stuff, just you could look at it really. I mean, there's nothing too special here. My wish list for guns I want, pretty stereotypical to be honest. Battle 27 Inferno and Battle 27 Steed. Maybe throw in the ASM1 Speakeasy, HBR3 Insanity, and the AK-12 Rip is up there. The Silver Bullet, the damage goes up, but I prefer the Doctor. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Leave a comment down below with your wish list or any cool supply drops you've pulled. This is your boy MB, signing off. Deuces.